Hello and welcome to this Sunday, August 25th, 2019 episode of the Law of Success Mastermind. Tonight's episode is Keys to Success: Control Your Enthusiasm. Here's what we're going to learn tonight. The benefits of controlled enthusiasm. Well, over today and tomorrow. The dangers of uncontrolled enthusiasm, how to develop controlled enthusiasm, enthusiasm boosters, enthusiasm and the Mastermind Alliance, criticizing without destroying enthusiasm, enthusiasm changes lives. Okay, I apologize for the pause. Enthusiasm bears the same relationship to your PMA and your progress towards success as gasoline to a car's engine. It is the fuel that drives things forward. In working on your PMA, you will learn to control your mind. The same control can be used on your enthusiasm so that it is continually fed into the cylinders of your mental engine, where it is ignited by the spark of your definite purpose and explodes, pushing the pistons of applied faith and personal initiative. Enthusiasm is power. With faith, it can transform adversity, failure, and temporary defeat into action. This transmutation depends on your control of your thoughts, for they can just as easily be expressed negatively as positively. By controlling your enthusiasm, you can change any negative expressions and experiences into positive ones. The next chapter on self-discipline will further strengthen your ability to do this. The benefits of controlled enthusiasm. Controlled enthusiasm has many positive effects. Just as you develop it, you will, 1, increase the intensity of your thinking and imagination. 2, acquire a pleasing and convincing tone of voice. 3, reduce the drudgery in your work. 4, have a more attractive personality. 5, gain self-confidence. 6, strengthen your mental and physical health. 7, build your personal initiative. 8, overcome physical and mental fatigue more easily. 9, spread your enthusiasm to others. Enthusiasm stimulates your subconscious mind in much the same way that PMA does. By filling your conscious mind with enthusiasm, you impress upon your subconscious that burning obsession and your plan for obtaining it are certain things. When your conscious enthusiasm dims, your subconscious will be there, full of images of your success to help you stoke your conscious fires of enthusiasm once again. The dangers of uncontrolled enthusiasm. Enthusiasm, as I've said, is like gasoline. Properly employed, it can do magnificent things. But if you spill it about carelessly, you run the risk of catastrophe. One danger is that your enthusiasm can lead you to monopolize conversation. If you do nothing but talk about yourself, people will tune you out, forget anything worthwhile that you have said, and refuse to offer you aid and advice when you seek it. How gladly do you suffer bores? You must also take care that your enthusiasm does not cloud your judgment. Don't reveal your plan to competitors because you think it's so good. If you can see its value, so will others. Don't rush ahead when your plans for your definite purpose call for resources or circumstances that have not appeared. And don't let your enthusiasm find expression in the wrong things like roulette wheels or the racetrack. It's fine to enjoy diversions which bring other benefits like relaxing fishing trips or mind broadening reading. But if you pour all your enthusiasm into these things, you won't have any left for your definite major purpose, and soon you won't have the resources for your diversions either. How to develop controlled enthusiasm. Here are the steps to building your enthusiasm. 1. Adopt a major purpose. 2. Write out a clear statement of that purpose and your plan for attaining it. Include a statement of what you intend to give in return for its realization. 3. Back your purpose with a burning desire. Fan that desire. Coax it. Let it become the dominating thought in your mind. 4. Set to work immediately in carrying out your plan. 5. Follow your plan accurately and persistently. 6. If you are overtaken by defeat, study your plan carefully and change it if necessary. Do not change it simply because you have met defeat. 7. Ally yourself with others whose aid you need. 8. Keep away from joy killers and naysayers. Stick with the optimists. 9. Never let a day pass without devoting some time to furthering your plan. You are developing enthusiasm as a habit, and habits require reinforcement. Keep yourself sold on the idea that you will obtain your definite major purpose, no matter how far away that moment seems. Autosuggestion is a powerful force in developing enthusiasm. 11. Keep your mind positive at all times. Enthusiasm will not thrive in a field full of fear, envy, greed, jealousy, doubt, revenge, hatred, intolerance, and procrastination. It needs positive thought and action. Does this list sound like the things you are already doing? It should. Enthusiasm is the natural outgrowth of all your efforts towards success. What is important is that you now recognize that every appropriate move you make is building your enthusiasm as well. Examine each move for the presence of enthusiasm. Understand how it has helped you, and you will be in a better position to apply this tool consciously when you need it. Enthusiasm boosters. If you think that your enthusiasm needs work, that it hasn't been growing apace with your progress on the other principles, you can stimulate it with some simple exercises. To be enthusiastic, act enthusiastically. Does this advice seem redundant? It isn't. If you enter a meeting with your enthusiasm low, ignore it. Shake your hands confidently. Reply definitively to questions. Assert the value of your ideas and proposals. Ideally, enthusiasm makes these things automatic. But if you consciously perform these actions, you will begin to see their positive results. This stokes the fires of enthusiasm. Keep an enthusiasm log. When your enthusiasm runs high, make a note of it in a notebook. Write down the circumstances that inspired you and the manifestations of that enthusiasm. Were you spurred to action? Did you solve a problem? Did you persuade someone of something? Also, keep a written copy of your definite major purpose and your plan for it inside your notebook. Then, whenever your enthusiasm is ebbing, pick up your valuable book. Not only will it remind you of the reason you should be enthusiastic, but it will also review for you the benefits of that enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is a spiral, turning inward or outward, rising or falling. To give your enthusiasm a push in the right direction, refer to your notebook when the spiral is collapsing in on itself. Complete a can-do task. In a way, can do tasks are like crutches. But when you aren't moving the way you should be, you are not helping yourself by not using them. These are things that you know you can complete quickly and well. They should be somehow related to your definite major purpose so that they help direct and control your enthusiasm. For instance, suppose that you own a hardware store. Your responsibilities may not have you on the floor very often. Instead, you are in the back office. But you remember how much you enjoyed working on the sales floor. Go back to that floor. Make a few sales. Renew your enthusiasm by returning to its roots. A word of warning: if you have to resort to enthusiasm boosters frequently, something is wrong. You have strayed from the definite purpose you were pursuing. You will need to take a serious look at your plan for that purpose and think about realigning it so that it reflects your ambitions more closely. Thank you. We will finish the other half tomorrow. This was a nice short reading tonight, and tomorrow will be short tomorrow. But then when we dig into the law of success, it'll be two longer readings. Then we'll jump into Think and Grow Rich and end the week with the summary. I appreciate you guys being here. I really hope that this is having as much of an impact on you as it is me, because what this is doing for me, it's really helping me self-reflect in ways that I've always been self-aware, and I've known that I've needed to adjust things, but studying these 3 books week after week on these podcasts, it's really done something for me. And if you found some value in one of my podcasts and you liked it, but then you may have lost interest, the thing that I want to recommend is starting your own. I've been recommending this to other people, but if you start your own podcast, this stuff is Napoleon Hill's work. The Law of Success, Think and Grow Rich. They're in the public domain. You can take this and do as you wish with it. Now, I'm not saying don't give back to the Napoleon Hill Foundation. Definitely give back to the Napoleon Hill Foundation. But the best way to give back is through our conduct, to become better people. And if we're reading this ourselves and making a podcast about it, it holds us accountable in new ways. We have to be honest with ourselves. We have to have accurate thought. And it helps us not to be over dramatic, because when I get over dramatic, it starts bringing me back like, you know what, this isn't quite accurate. This podcast has been one of the most magical experiences of my life. And it would not be the same if I wouldn't have just done it and done it for myself. I'm doing it to help you as well, but I'm telling you, you will have more of an impact on yourself if you start your own podcast and compete against me. It's fine. I'm not doing this because I'm worried about the competition. I'm doing this to help myself and to help others. And one of the things that can really help you is reading this aloud day after day, making the commitment and doing it. I appreciate you being here. To check out why I'm really doing this, go to inspirelansing.com. I appreciate you. Thank you. Have a great night.